everybody. My name is Rick. Welcome to my Idaho cabin. Today I'm going to be smoking some beef back ribs. These are really beautiful. First thing we're going to have to do is take the membrane off the back. So I'll get started on that. Okay, this corner didn't want to come up, so let's give this one a try. Sometimes just using a spoon to get it up will there we go. It seems to be coming. Okay, we'll get a hold of this, and we'll just take that back skin, that silver skin right off of there. There we go. Okay, that's most of it. We'll call that good. Now we can get some seasoning down onto this part of it too. The first thing we're going to do is to season both sides with some kosher salt. We're going to put that on, leave it on for about 1 to 2 hours, and let that stuff start working. Smokey, be good. Smokey wants to talk about commercials or something this morning. He seems to be a little bit chatty. So anyway, we'll just have to deal with that. Okay, so there's some salt. We'll leave that on there. Get all that stuff off there. All right, we'll let that sit for about 2 hours, and then we'll season it up and get it on the smoker. Now Smokey will stuff that banana that I just gave him in his mouth and be quiet for just a minute. I'll tell you how to make the rub. First of all, a couple of tablespoons of ground coffee, some brown sugar, cocoa powder, ancho chili pepper or chipotle pepper, and some black pepper. Okay, now we'll mix all that up. And when the ribs are ready to go, then we're going to cover the ribs with this rub, and then we'll put it on the smoker. So we'll mix this up here really well and set it aside for right now. Okay, that's the rub. And as usual, the recipe will be down below in the comments section, so you don't have to worry about how much I put in and everything. You'll see it there. Okay, and that's about it. Now we just wait. Okay, the ribs have been sitting for a couple hours with just salt on them. As you can see, they're starting to bring out some of the juices, and so now I'll put the rub on it. I had to put my vest on because I had to go outside and get the Traeger going, and it's still a little cold out there, down in the low 40s still this morning. So anyway, and then I have to go put a winch on the chili pepper. I got a new winch for it yesterday, so we're going to put that on today. So we'll give this well, first of all, I'm going to turn it over and do the backside first. Just sprinkle it on there liberally, and then we'll let this set up for a couple hours or an hour or so before I put it on, because we're not going to eat until about 6. So these ribs aren't going to take 8 hours to cook, but they'll take like 6 hours probably. Okay, now we do the front or the top. Sprinkle this on nice and liberally and let those flavors get in there and marry up a little bit. Soak into that good old meat. Well, these are really good looking ribs. I'm really pleased I found them the other day. We're having a fresh meat shortage starting to hit the area. But these were available, so I jumped on them. Okay. We'll let those sit there for about another hour and then we'll get them on the Traeger. Back when I do that. Okay, it's 11 o'clock now and I just put the ribs on and it's on at 225 degrees. So we'll let her go for 5 or 6 hours until it reaches 203. Okay, the ribs are done, so let's see what they look like. So we'll just go ahead and cut through them. Oh man, they look like they're falling apart tender. There we go. Those are some good looking ribs. Look at that. Oh man, are they tender and juicy. Okay, let's plate them up. Okay, there we go, ready to go. Nice, beautiful rib, beef back rib, baked potato, sour cream. What more could you ask for? Well, that's about it for this video. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed it. But before I sign off, I want to just talk about one thing. I've been barbecuing for 60, almost 70 years. And I've been a cook, a chef, and at various times in my life. And most of the people that know me really enjoy my cooking, and they say it's really good. These ribs are probably the best that I have ever tasted. I don't know whether it's the way they were cooked, the rub or whatever, but I'll tell you, the way I did it, they sure came out absolutely perfect. I really encourage you to try this. Make the rub, just ordinary ingredients, just normal coffee like you use in the coffee maker in the morning, the grind stuff. I just use Folgers Classic Roast is what I use. The cocoa is just Hershey's cocoa powder, and the rest of the stuff is commonplace. You can find it at any supermarket. I put it, I know the video said I started at 225. I did, but very shortly thereafter I realized that they were going to cook a lot faster than I thought, so I reduced the temperature to 180 degrees on the Traeger for the first, say, 4 hours or so. And then as it was getting closer to dinner time, I kicked it up to 225 and brought the meat, the internal temperature of the meat up to 204. Then I shut the Traeger down and just let them sit in there for about 15-20 minutes, and then took them out and sliced them. And well, I'll tell you, low and slow, and they were just fall apart delicious. Moist, tender, and with fabulous flavor. I really encourage you guys to try this. So, with that, as usual, the recipe will be down below or at www.myidahocabin.com. It'll be on there too. So enjoy it. I really hope you guys make this these beef ribs. They are fabulous. So Until next time, this is Rick at My Idaho Cabin.